December 1650. A cold wind swept through the cattle yard in Oxford as a young woman stood trembling at the top of a ladder, a rope tight around her neck. Her name was Anne Greene. Just 22 years old, a servant girl, and about to be hanged for a child's death. She worked in the house of Sir Thomas Reed, a wealthy man with power and influence. His grandson, Geoffrey Reed, had taken advantage of her. Alone and frightened, Anne concealed the stillbirth of the baby that came from that abuse. For that, she was charged with murder. The Reed family closed ranks. They disowned her. They protected Geoffrey. Anne was left to stand trial alone, found guilty, and sentenced to die. There was no drop in executions like hers. No broken neck. Just slow, suffocating death. Friends pulled on her legs to quicken the strangulation. Some struck her chest to bring unconsciousness faster. She hung there for half an hour, torn between life and death. When they cut her down, her body was handed over to Oxford's medical school for dissection. But when they opened the coffin, someone heard it, a sound in her throat, a rattle. Anne was still alive. Doctors William Petty and Thomas Willis jumped into action. They forced hot cordial into her mouth, massaged her limbs, tickled her throat with a feather, even administered a hot enema to warm her from within. Slowly, warmth and life returned. Within 12 hours, Anne was speaking. Within days, she remembered everything. Even the moment the executioner covered her face. She was pardoned, not out of justice, but because the authorities feared God's hand was involved. Her father had to raise money by charging visitors to see her, just to pay for her recovery, and to settle the sheriff's bill for the pardon. Anne eventually married and had 3 children. She kept the coffin that nearly became her grave. She lived 15 more years, dying in childbirth at 37. Geoffrey Reed vanished from the record, and Sir Thomas, the man who could have saved her, but chose silence, died soon after Anne's resurrection. Not quite justice, but close enough for fate.